It's a fox eye tutorial. It's what y'all have been waiting for, and it's here. It's finally here. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This look has been heavily requested, like heavily requested by you guys. I was wearing it in my last video of my 5 favorite eyeshadow palettes, and you guys were like, do the fox eye tutorial now. So here it is. I really hope you guys enjoy. I think this is super romantic and sleek. I think any eye shape can wear it. I hope you really enjoy this tutorial. Let me know what you think about it down below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like the video. Leave a comment letting me know how you liked it and what you want to see in the future. And do not forget to leave this channel without subscribing. We gotta subscribe. Let me stop talking and making an absolute fool of myself and rambling. Let's get right into the video. So today I figured we would start with the eyes because it is the main focus of the look. So I'm gonna get into my soft ochre paint pot, nothing new here. And I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyelids. So this eye look is really quick and easy to do. It's one that I really enjoy doing because there's not much eyeshadow involved. It's really about the eyeliner and the shape of the eyeliner and how we diffuse it. So it'll be a really fun look to do. If you're someone like me who has more of a rounded eye, you'll really enjoy the techniques in these videos because it's going to help elongate the eye and give you more of that desired almond shape. All eye shapes are beautiful. I just like to accentuate the length of the outer corner. I think it gives a really nice look to the eye, a nice lifted look. And that's pretty much the idea behind a fox eye, giving a lifted look to the eye. So now that the eyelids are all primed, we're gonna get into eyeshadow. The palette that we're gonna be using today is one that I spoke about in my last makeup tutorial. It's one of my most used palettes. It's the Supreme Nudes by Artist Couture. It is super beat up and well loved by me, but we're gonna get into the shade Nudist first, just to give our crease a soft wash of color. So I'm taking a fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M441. Any fluffy brush will do. You just want to diffuse a good amount of color in your crease. Focusing it on that outer corner and bringing it outward. You don't have to be neat with the shade. You just want to diffuse it into the crease. And as I said a million times, you want to elongate the shape because it's going to go along with the eyeliner that we do later. I'm going in with a slightly dense shader brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Aesthetic. And I'm going to softly put that on my outer corner. So for this eyeshadow shade, you want to keep it on the outer corner, and I am slightly winging out that shade a little bit to go along with Nudist that we put in the crease. So I'm doing this just to give my eyes a little bit of depth before we go in with the eyeliner. Going with the shade Exposed on my lid. So I'm really bringing this up into my inner crease to brighten up that eye area. And then I'm just going to lightly blend so it all melts together. Now I'm gonna go in with the brow pen from Anastasia in the shade Soft Brown. This is gonna be for the wing for the fox eye. The reason I like using this is because it's deep enough to give me a really nice wing shape. It is waterproof, so it lasts all day, but it's not as intense as a black eyeliner. I know some people like to do that and just keep it very traditional. I like to use a brown eyeliner and then smudge it out a little bit. I think it looks a little bit more sexy, a little bit more romantic, but feel free to use a black eyeliner or any eyeliner that you have at home to complete the look. I'm just going to show you how I use it with this. If you are using a black liner, you can use a brown shadow and smudge it out to make it a little softer. Or if you want it to be more dramatic, go ahead and with that black shadow and use the same technique. So I don't know about you, but when I do eyeliner, I have to have the mirror like so close to my eye. So I'm just following the bottom lash line, and I'm going to wing it outward. So the fox eye eyeliner is one of my favorite liners to do because I have hooded eyes, and the style of the liner, you want to naturally bring it outward a little bit more straight than you would your typical eyeliner. And because I have a hooded lid, it avoids getting into my fold, so it gives me a much more almond shape to my eye, which I've said a billion times, I have a round eye shape, or a more round eye shape, I should say. So I'm just connecting the end of the liner. I'm not going all the way to the end because I want that part to stay pretty thin. And I'm connecting it on my lid, like a little triangle first, and then I'm gonna put the brow pen flat and lightly connect it on my lid. So it's pretty much as easy as that. It's okay if it's not perfect right off the bat because we're gonna go in with eyeshadow and smudge it and make it a little bit thicker. And I'll like rest my pinky on my cheek when I do eyeliner because it gives me more motion when I'm using my hand. Because if I'm just like this, then I'm being really harsh and it could be really, really heavy on the eye. So then you don't get a nice flick. You want to release pressure as you go out to get a really nice wing shape. I hope you guys can see I'm trying my absolute best. And we're just connecting it and then drawing a little bit on the lid, stopping about midway. I would say something like this is good for the foundation of the wing. Now I'm gonna go in with a very teeny tiny smudger brush. Let me see if I can do it like this so you guys can actually see what I'm using. This is a Morphe M559. So something really, really teeny tiny and thin. So I'm gonna go in with the deepest shade in the Artist Couture palette, which is the shade Mink. And I'm gonna grab that on my brush and packing that over the eyeliner to smoke it out. And the look is really going to come together after this step. Just going to smudge out, starting in the middle. I feel like that gives me a nice base to go off of. And then I'll start bringing it in. So keeping it thin with the brow pen is ideal because when you smudge it out, it will get a little bit thicker, but it'll also look a lot more romantic and diffused and sexy and all that good stuff. It's gonna look so good when we're done. This is a little pro tip. If you feel like you messed up on the eyeliner or you feel the end of the liner is a little too thick, take a little bit of concealer brush on an angled brush.
Concealer brush on an angled brush. Concealer brush on an angled brush.
I'm using the Anastasia 7B and I'm just cleaning up the line. That's if you don't want to go in with like a makeup remover and your finger. You could just take this brush and it's so thin and so sharp that it cleans up everything for you. And my eyeliner is super sharp. So if you ever wonder how I get my eyeliner to be so sharp, it's literally 7B. I use it for so many things. I use it for my brows and for eyeliner. It's literally paper thin. It's the best brush ever. I love this thing. That's pretty much it for the shadow and the liner for now. Once we have our complexion on, we will be finishing up the inner corner. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some mascara and then we are going to get into some skin. So for mascara today, I'm using the Anastasia Lash Brag mascara. My lashes have been lackluster recently. They haven't been cute. And this gives you a lot of volume and a lot of length without even trying. It's a really nice mascara. So I was gonna apply lashes off camera, but I wanted to experiment and see how it feels or how it looks on camera to apply lashes on camera. So here we go. I don't know what lashes these are because they're in a box with like 5 other pairs of lashes, but I'm almost positive these are the Lily lashes in the style Foaming Mykonos. I could be very wrong. But any lash that's going to be tapered on the inner corner and then more fanned out on the end will be perfect for this eye because again, we want all the drama on the outer corner. So I just pop my lashes on with my fingers first and then I secure them on the outer corner and then I'll take my tweezers and try to get them to stick to my inner corner. Now we're gonna get into skin real quick, just get a nice base on so we could finish off the eyes. I'm gonna go in with my NARS Radiance Primer, nothing new here. I love this primer so much. I just think this primer gives a really nice glow to the skin. And it feels nice too. It feels like you're putting on a moisturizer and not a primer. For foundation today, I'm going with the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the shade Fiji. I was definitely gonna go in with the tinted hydrator from Urban again, but I didn't want you guys to get bored of the complexion that I use because I love it so much and I tend to use what I love very often. It's like very rare that I switch up my products. So I wanted to keep it interesting. I also really love this foundation because it's beautiful coverage, but it's not heavy on the skin whatsoever. It has been so gloomy and so rainy here for the past few days. Well, it's springtime and New York definitely gets spring weather, but there's been like no sunlight. So it's very difficult to feel motivated to do things, but I was like, you know what? Film a look, get glam, feel like a bad bee, and live your best life. So I hope that this tutorial encourages someone to get up no matter what the weather, be a bad bee, and live your best life. Because that's what you deserve. Now I'm gonna go in with my concealer. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. And then on top of that, just like last time for no reason, the Urban Decay 50 Neutral Pink Stay Naked Concealer. Because I really do think this helps blend it into my skin. And it just looks so nice. While I blend out the concealer on my T-zone, I like to let my under eye thicken up a little bit. I think it gives me a really nice brightened effect to the under eye. Also, let me know in the comments if you guys like it when I do my complexion with the look that I'm going for, because I know it can get really repetitive and I don't want to bore you guys, but I like it when I see the whole look because I really feel it coming together when I watch a YouTube video, which is why I'm doing this. But let me know, because if you guys just want to see the look, I can always do that, or update you guys on my complexion routine every couple of months and just do the look, if that makes sense. Time to powder the under eye before I crease, because y'all know I crease like crazy. I'm using the Huda Beauty baking powder in the shade Cupcake. Cupcake has a little bit of pink to it. So I originally got this powder because my friend and fellow makeup artist Anna, I will link her Instagram down below because she's absolutely incredible. She recommended this powder, and whatever she recommends, I end up buying all the time. And she also does Instagram lives very frequently. She works at the New York Makeup Academy. She's incredible. So if she says it's good, most likely I'm buying it. I'm that person. If you tell me to buy something, I'm already there with my credit or debit card. Like, I'm getting it. I'm going in with bronzer. I'm using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark Tan and a big fluffy brush. And I'm just going to apply that on my cheekbones, on the perimeter of my skin. I've been liking keeping my bronzer a little bit higher than I normally would. I think it helps to lift the face a lot, and I will show you a little trick to help clean up your bronzer and lift the face a little more. So once I'm done bronzing, I like to take a setting powder. I take the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in the shade 2. Just use that to kind of clean up the bronzer and lift it a little bit. And I think it really gives me a seamless look to the skin with the bronzer. I was about to set my face, but we didn't even put blush on. And you know how I feel about blush. I'm gonna go in with 2 from Melt. I'm gonna go in with Cali Dream Blush. This is the powder blush. And then over top of it, I'm gonna take their Digital Dust Duo Blush. All these names are like tongue twisters, and I feel like I have to say it like 50 times over. Digital Dust Duo Blush. This blush in Buzzkill. This is a glowy blush. You could probably also use it as a highlighter. I love it as a blush topper. And y'all know I love my blush. So I'm packing it on above the apple and bringing it up. I'm going to dip into Buzzkill, and I'm going to lightly apply that right over on the apples and upward. And you see how it just gives a glow to the skin? I hope my camera catches it. But it looks so pretty. Now I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. So now we're going to get into some highlight and then finish off the eyes. I'm going to go in with the Nova Glow highlighter from Vive. This is by Jamie Genevieve. This highlight is gorgeous for this look. For this look, I really wanted like sun-kissed, glowy skin. And with the highlighter and that digital dust duo, it's perfect. It just looks so good. Oof. Now we're gonna get into the inner corner. This is gonna tie the look together and really enhance the fox eye makeup. I'm gonna go back in with that bone shade called Exposed on my little shader brush. This is where I would typically highlight my eye, but we're not going to highlight with anything shimmery today. We're just gonna go in with this bone shade because we're gonna put eyeliner on the inner corner. Going back in with the brow pen from Anastasia, and I'm just going to follow my inner corner. If you if you scrunch your eyes together like that, you can kind of see there's a little line that extends from your inner corner, and you just want to draw that line and then give it a little triangle shape. Now once that's done, I'll take an eyeliner. This is the Epic Wear liner from NYX. And I'll go and tightline my eye. Just the top. To connect it together. You want to get a thin line. And then begin to connect. Connect, and once it's connected, and I like the shape and the intensity, I'm gonna go back in with my NYX eyeliner, and I'm gonna tightline again. Now that the eyes are finished, all we have left to do is our lips. So I'm gonna go in with the Vive Modern Lip Definer in the shade Brat. I'm actually gonna go over it with the KKW Nude 2 liner because this is a very your lips but better color, and I want something to be a little bit more brown. Nothing new. Now that we have our lip liner on, I'm gonna go in with Starfish Liquid Lip from Anastasia, which is like a 90s brown. And I always use my finger to blend it up. And then lastly, I'm gonna go in with the Vive Modern Matte Lipstick in the shade Vive in the center. Like a 90s brown nude moment was a vibe for this look. I didn't put any of my jewelry in before this look today because I felt like last time I was just clanking away with my rings. So now we can finish off the look with some bling and we're done. And there you have this super sleek fox eye tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed and learned some tips and tricks on how to get this look. It flatters so many different eye shapes. I really think anyone can pull this off. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, so if you do create this look, you can tag me because I definitely want to see. Be sure to thumbs up the video if you did like the tutorial, and be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for all the positive feedback on my last few videos. It means the world to me, and I'm super excited to keep this going. It's a lot of fun, even though I fumble my words all the time. You have no idea how many outtakes I have, so gotta get better at that. But anyway, thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.